I feel like this process has went on long enough that I can kind of predict what's going to happen. And what I mean by that is there's a reaction people give you when you tell them that you've had breast cancer. And it's kind of a head turn, kind of a shoulder up, sucking in of air, and that's the look. I think it's the same look as back in Bible times when somebody said, "I've got leprosy." Ooh, and I don't think we ought to react to women that way. Um, I think we should come up with something different, like, "Wow, you're going through a journey," or something. But anyways, so I was at the gas station the other day. Went in the gas station, hadn't been in for a while, and the lady said, "Oh, you got a haircut." And I said, "Well, actually, I've had breast cancer and going through chemo." And she, "Oh, are you okay?" And there were four people behind. There wasn't time for this lengthy conversation. So I looked at her and I said, "Well, I came out a warrior." And she said, "Oh, you sure did." And I went along my way, but I thought, it is interesting how we react to something, and how we, as humans, I'm sure I did the same thing when, I heard that people had something like this. Ooh, but really, it's something that I think we need to somehow figure out to switch to, "Wow, what's your journey been like?" or something. I don't know. But I did want to tell you, this whole time I have thought I probably had a pretty good hall pass to not get a speeding ticket, because most of the time I was in the vehicle, I was on the way to chemo. And with not having hair for the longest time, it was, going to be easy to say, "Hey, on the way to chemo." I happened to be driving a truck and trailer the other day, and it was a 16-foot trailer. And I was driving down just an old country road, and I had missed my turn. So I come up to the next road, and it's a road 150. And I looked over, and I seen a vehicle to my left, and it was far enough away, and they had a stop sign. And I was just driving. I figured I probably didn't have a stop sign. So I turned on to the right and went ahead and made my turn. And then all these Christmas lights came up behind me, and I thought, "What in the world?" And this cop comes up and he says, "You have to at least make an attempt to stop." And I said, "Well, I wasn't focusing. That was my bad. I'm sorry. It's country road, and I'd missed my road." And he was a very nice gentleman and didn't give me a ticket or anything, and I was very appreciative about that. But the chemo didn't even come up. The cancer didn't even come up. I just um, realized that pulling the truck and trailer, the chemo excuse was not gonna work, but I didn't need it anyways, and that was nice. There's a new pill that they have me on, and I have it for 5 years, which is more than I've ever taken a pill before. And it gives you hot flashes, and they are a very unique hot flash. They're not just a hot flash. When you're cold, you're very, very cold. And then you get very, very warm, and it switches back and forth all of the time. So taking that for 5 years is not going to be fun. I have chemo this week, and I'm going to check with the doctor on that, because the side effects have not been very fun of that one. I'm very thankful that my hair is growing back, and it seems thick, and it keeps my head warm. I didn't realize how no hair really does make your head cold. Um, but it's nice that it's coming back, and I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. I think you're awesome possum, And I hope you have a great day. I love you, and God bless.